Alright, hi, we meet again. So this will be our chapter 2. So in chapter 2 as well, we will divide into two parts, which is a type of social media. We will discuss several of social media that we have today to actually explore about their characteristic and to understand of what kind of social media that we have from previous years until what we have today. Okay, we will separate that into two part, and some of it will explain about the social media based on their category. Okay, all right, so let's take a look on the slide. Okay, all right. So for chapter 2, type of social media, there are several that have been listed here. Blogs, social network, microblogs, wikis, video podcasts, discussion forum, RSS feed, photo sharing, employee ideation program, and gamification. So for an overall current situation, we have more than this. So for this slide, we will only try to take a look of this kind of category of social media that we have. Okay, for current update, you will have to explore yourself, and I will ask you to do some a task or activity in exploring what are new social media that available in current trend that are not included in this notes. Okay, so I will do that. I will post that activity in the JC later. Okay, so we focus on the slide. Okay, for the introduction, social media has become ubiquitous and important for social networking and content sharing. So of course, we are now actually using total utilization of a social media platform in everything that we do. Okay, it is coming into common to us, to every one of us, for every activity that we do, whether for personal activities or for formal working or recreational. Okay, so we use that in everything that we do, especially for sharing and for communication. Okay, the internet has significantly changed the way our society connect with one another, does business and socialize. Social media actually changed the way we live our life. Okay, from 10 or 20 years previous years, we are not actually familiar with this kind of platform, but now we it is something that we call new norm, or whatever action that we do is actually full with social media activity. Some of us is actually active in social more than physical activity. Okay, so it changed the way we socialize with people, and it changed the way we work. Okay, and now in this current situation of COVID-19, it changed the way we learn. The face-to-face and physical communication is now changed toward the online platform. Okay, numerous commentators have suggested that social media technologies as blog, wiki, social networking site, SNS, microblog, etc. may facilitate communication practices in organizations that differ from those associated with traditional computer-mediated communication, CMC. Technologies like email, teleconferencing, intranet, institution support system, and instant messaging. So this is from Gruden 2006. Okay, as you can see, the traditional social media before, so we are more towards the offline platform, emailing, even though we have teleconferencing, we are actually doing it in a small scale of the activities. It's different from how we are now today. Okay, uh, whatever it is, this social media has actually helped us. They have positive uh, impact on the personal activity as well as the organizational activities. Okay, some way or the other, this evolution is actually a change years to years. In the future, we will see more of the social media platform will evolve. Okay, alright, so for type of social media, we will see 11 of it, just like what we have been listed in the first slide previously. Okay, so for the first type of social media is the blogs. Okay, blog hosted by media outlet. Okay, description: blog are like an online diary. They tend to be written in an informal style and updated frequently. Blog can be individual or collective. So in this type of social media, blogs are actually the transformation of a journal, our own personal journal, into the online platform. Previously, we have book, we have diary for us to write every day. So this environment has been changed into the online environment. Okay, so blog can be hosted by individual as well as a community or more than one person. Okay, it's including personal, corporate, blog and podcast. Okay, so the example here is Blogger, Tumblr and WordPress. So this is the common or the popular blog that we have in the online platform. I think most or maybe all of you have experience doing the blogs and you having the account of Tumblr or WordPress. So this is actually the platform that you can practice your writing. So in everyday activity, you can actually note it down whatever you have experienced. Okay, so whether you posting it for public or posting it for yourself, that's depend on how you expose your blogs. Okay, normally we write blog for sharing our own experience to others. Okay, the second point is the personal, corporate, blog and podcast. So in blog we have the podcast function. In podcast we can record our voice and share it by series and update it day by day, or continuously add up uh, your stories. Okay, less formal than a traditional newspaper article, but more structured and formal than a blog. Okay, so some of the blog actually the interface is like news front page. Okay, but it's using the three or drop down menu that you can actually explore and click and move forward and backward. Okay, so the for personal, corporate blog, they normally is been written for informal audience. Okay, um, it's for the audience or viewers to gain information about whatever category they are focused in. Okay, blog is actually popular several years before, 10 years of 7 years before we have other social media that is actually interactive than blogs. Okay, blog is actually an offline, it is not real time. Okay, you write something and then people will actually read it before after you publish or posting it. Okay, it does not actually have the real-time chatting, or it just have the comment area for you to respond on whatever been written. Okay, another type of social media is social network site. Okay, description, individual and organization can create profile, share information such as status, image, videos. Other can like, post, share content, make comments, and engage in discussion. In this type of social media, the example includes Badu, Facebook, Google Plus, LinkedIn, Orkut. Okay. So I think you are very familiar with Facebook, but for me, I am not familiar with Badu. For whatever it is a platform such as Facebook, but it is more towards the chat and meet, the platform for meet and greet, for someone to date, or to move forward for a serious relationship. So that would be the focus of the Badu platform. Okay, it is a dating focused social network. Okay, it is another example is Google Plus. I think most of the social network site, they have the same function. You can update your status, you update your videos, and you have viewers can actually respond, or by liking or commenting on whatever you've been posted. Okay, and then we have LinkedIn. So this is LinkedIn is actually a formal platform for those job seeker, or for those employer and employees to uh, um, find some promising employee for future uh, potential workers. Okay, so in LinkedIn you can actually include your resume, your experience, your qualification, your knowledge and skill, just as what you have included in your resume. Okay, for that purposes, it is meant for the employer to find you easily. It's giving you an opportunity to share your knowledge, personal skill to all others employer that fit with your qualification. So it's good for your exposure. You are not the one who are seeking the job. The employer is actually seeking the potential workers. Okay, Orkut. So this is the same function as Facebook. So it is founded by the Russian entrepreneur. Okay, and Orkut is actually owned and operated by Google. Okay, so the same function, just like Facebook and Badu and whatever social network site have been made for. Okay, so there will be more than that example. So I think you can explore that for further information. Okay, and then we have microblogging. Okay, microblogging is actually short public message, can be focused using hashtag. Okay, example Twitter, Brunch, Igloo. Okay, the most familiar one is Twitter. Okay, we call it microblogging because this type of social media giving you the platform to share a short message, and that short message can be shared, can be retweeted, and can be continued with several threads from others. It can be responded by others or public that you share. Okay, that's why it's being called micro. It is a short message and can be compiled with hashtag. Okay, every time you put the hashtag, you can actually click and find the same topic that have been discussed. Okay, that is the microblogging type of social media. Okay, I am not familiar with Twitter. I don't have any Twitter account. I created that once, but not actively using it. Okay. More than that, branch and glue is also something that I'm not familiar with. Maybe some of you have the experience in using this type of social media, but for formal organization like news or publication organization, they always have this microblogging for them to reach the mass audience that they are targeting. Okay, there are also some other Insta famous. There are people out there active in Twitter, saying out loud whatever uh, statement or status that is uh, giving impact towards the community. So whether it is in positive side or negative side, but whatever it is, Twitter is very popular among of the community today. Okay, so and then wikis. Okay, these are one of the type of social media that is actually generated collaboratively. Okay, online user generated collaboratively developed text and document. Okay, wikis is actually a free platform for everyone to edit and to add up any information they like. Okay, we have example Wikipedia, Wikinews, Wikiversity, Wiki quotes, Wiki species, Wiki source, Wiki books, Wikimedia. Okay, that is among of the example. Okay, I repeat that some of the information why we does not student are not recommended to use everything in wikis. Okay, because the content can be edited. Okay, the references is actually uh, questionable. Okay, for those that being posted in journal, it is a graphic journal, something that have been done in research and being agreed by all. They have result, they have tested, they have experimenting it. For wikis, everyone can add. There are new uh, some way that actually verify the content they share. You can actually edit whatever you want. Okay, the purpose of wikis is actually to combine several ideas from several people that have um, knowledge about some topic. Okay, the purpose is to collaborate, to compile uh, as many as you can for that topic that you share. Okay, so that is the purpose. Wikis is actually good for your idea. So the first step in doing your assignment, you can search for wikis. Okay, you can look into wikis to gain the heading and subheading. So that is good for your drafting stage. Okay, for verification, you have to verify that in journal or journal articles or books or whatsoever. Okay, not wikis. Try to remember this so that you can actually use this technique in your assignment. Okay, and then we have type of social media, the video sharing website. Okay, video sharing website description video can be uploaded and shared. Okay, the example is Vimeo, YouTube. Okay, I think most of you are familiar with the YouTube channel, and Vimeo is actually the same function as YouTube. The purpose is to share video in to gain likes, and they have YouTube's actually giving you some money for those YouTubers that have uh, some numbers of the subscribers and likes. Okay, so this is to encourage people to create content actually, but the content itself it's depend on the viewer and the creator itself whether to give a good positive content, or it can be something negative to be seen. That's depend on the ethics of the viewer as well as the content creator. So whatever it is, this is the most uh, popular type of social media that been used today. There are too many YouTubers that being emerge or being well known today because of the YouTube uh, channel. Okay, and then we have podcasts. Okay, so this the picture here is actually showing you the example of podcast that we have. Okay, podcast is actually a digital medium consisting of an episodic series of audio, digital radio, PDF, or EPUB files subscribed to and downloaded through web syndication or stream online to a computer or mobile device. Okay, they have several format of documentation, whether it is an audio, whether it is in documentation. So it is actually a series or compilation of document depends on the category that are or genre that being provided. Okay, so it's for those who wants to find the same information, the same categories, or the same topics. Okay, example is the New Yorkers, nytimes.com, Buzz Out Loud, Radio Labs. Normally news and radio media using this podcast for their main platform of reaching the audience. Okay, and then we have, all right, discussion forum type of social media. Okay, topical web or email based list for discussion can be public or private. The example is Google group or Yahoo groups. So this is the example. In this discussion forum, we have email, we have some sort of forum discussion. We can actually answer some Q&A from others, and they can respond it immediately every time they want to responding it. Okay, so this is the most popular one is Google groups. Okay, and then we have Yahoo groups, still available nowadays for those who are still using the Yahoo email and so on. Okay, and then we have RSS feed. Okay, RSS stand for really simple syndication. This is a popular technology employed by website and web blog to push headline and summaries of content directly to user via dedicated RSS reader or web-based service like Google Reader. Okay, also known as web feeds. It saves the user from having to make daily trip to numerous websites for fresh content that is of interest to him. Okay, most probably the news organization are using this to compile the specific topic based on the category. Okay, every time we go towards their website, we will have too many topic that we will see. So from the RSS, we have some sort of way to find the specific topic based on the category that have been compiled through the RSS feed. Okay, example RSS feed for the Star Online, RSS feed for Bernama. Okay, normally it is used for the ease of use in navigating the news interface. Okay, there's you can try to find the bernama page and see the some RSS feed that have been used to compile or to give an easy click for the user, so that they are not wasting their time by clicking again and again for those pages that have been to their interests. Okay. Alright, photo sharing website. Okay, so this is the photograph can be uploaded and shared. Okay, this is a platform for you to upload the photograph. Okay, example is Flickr, Snapfish, Photobucket, Picasa, and Instagram. So this the most popular one would be the Instagram, I think. It's being used by most of the community, and most of these photo sharing website is actually giving you the function of editing, filtering, some of the animation for you to create more interesting picture of yourself. Okay, so it can be created in real time, or live session, or live video, and it can be posted in offline one. Okay, everyone can actually respond towards the likes and comment and so on. I think it's something that is familiar to most of us. Okay, and then types of social media, employee ideation program. So this is the type of social media that being used for the purpose of working, for those who have for those expert is actually using this for brainstorming the idea. Okay, so can elevate idea and concern from your workforce and help leaders to implement idea that have support and buy-in. Okay, ideation program use crowd sourcing, brainstorming, or ideation tools to collect innovative ideas, and teams of experts can review and respond to suggestions. It is a one platform that's actually giving the opportunity for these expertise to respond on some sort of tasks. Okay, everyone can actually giving idea, giving comment, do some improvisation towards the content that are being discussed. Okay, the name is Imaginatic. Okay, so if you try to search for Imaginatic from the online or web browser, so this is what it looks like. Okay, so this is the Imaginatic page. Okay, so you can schedule a demo, post some of the new idea, new creation, or new pattern that you want to discuss or whatsoever. Okay, everyone can actually, or your group can actually respond to it. So I can't actually post the content because I'm not having any of the tasks to be posted. Okay, breakthrough innovation strategy and service where human insight meets data and analytics. So this is how it looks. Discover, so for those who want to discover new innovation, okay, to capture, identify, and create new source of value in new way, and to scale, to build better. For scale is actually to find some of the comment or respond from the other expertise. So this is what is Imaginatic looks like. Okay, as you can see, some of the client is the ExxonMobil, Exelon. So more of this client is actually using this Imaginatic for the platform of this discussion. Okay, all right. So another type of social media is gamification. Okay, the description is the use of game thinking and game mechanics in non-game contexts to engage users in solving problems and increase users' self-contribution. The concept of applying game mechanics and game design techniques to engage and motivate people to achieve their goal. So this kind of social media is actually promote learning or encourage the involvement of people in doing the learning activity by applying the gaming activity. Okay, Sony Wonderbook and World Peace Game. Okay, this is the example of Sony Wonderbook. Okay, they say this is the book of J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter, I think. So this is the interactive books. So you can actually, using this, you can touch these books, but the screen showing you the 3D video. So it's quite interesting for you to actually imagine the actual design of some environment, some structure whatsoever. Okay, the books is look like this. This is the main physical book that you can actually touch. Okay, so this is how it looks in the virtual screen. Okay.
Welcome to the reinvention of the storybook. Every wizard needs a wand, and every Hogwarts student needs a magical spellbook. And this matches perfectly to our move controller and Wonderbook. Open the Book of Spells to read new writing from J.K. Rowling. Spell descriptions, stories from the wizarding world,
fire-making spell.
and significantly,
we're going to learn a bit about
the book's conundrum.
Then you can try
A
casting.
set of poems unlocked at the end of each chapter, which reveal the values of accomplished wizards. As you can see, the Book of Spells is no ordinary book.
Remember, this is no
Words,
textbook.
pictures,
Point at the glowing
stories come to life in a way never seen before. Discover many different spells from the world of Harry Potter, read their history, learn to cast them, and try them out with a variety of puzzles and challenges. Let's take a look at this dragon in the bottom corner. A previous Hogwarts student has scribbled a warning message. Avoid this
From
dragon.
everyday uses such
Let's
as
see why.
lighting to igniting the occasional Christmas pudding.
Okay, I think that's the example of Wonderbook. As you can see in the video, it is actually an interactive book. Okay, so it combines the online platform and the physical, and you are actually experiencing the virtual image and virtual video that through that Wonderbook. Okay, World Peace Game. Okay, this is some of the example of the World Peace Game. Okay, so let's see some of the information that been given by this teacher.
Just book reading. I wanted to have them be immersed and learn the feeling of learning through their bodies. So I thought, well, I'd like to play games. I'll make something, I didn't say interactive, we didn't have that term in 1978, but something interactive. And so we made the game, and it has since evolved to a 4-foot by 4-foot by 4-foot plexiglass structure, and it has 4 plexiglass layers. There's an outer space layer with black holes and satellites and research satellites and asteroid mining. There's an air and space level with clouds, big puffs of cotton we push around, and territorial airspaces and air forces. A ground and sea level with thousands of game pieces on it, even an undersea level with submarines and undersea mining. There are 4 countries around the board. The kids make up the names of their countries. Some are rich, some are poor. They have different assets, commercial and military. Each country has a cabinet There's a Prime Minister, Secretary of State, Minister of Defense, and a CFO or comptroller. I choose the Prime Minister based on my relationship with them. I offer them the job, they can turn it down, and then they choose their own cabinet. There's a World Bank, arms dealers, and a United Nations. There's also a weather goddess who controls a random stock market and random weather.
Okay, so that is the example of the World Peace Game. So this setting is actually the platform, online platform or virtual platform that can be used by the educators to set the actual lively example of structure. So World Peace Game is actually to explain to the student how does the political position and political cabinet or all of the people in the government play a role. So they are actually giving an example to the children in practical structure so that they understand and experience it by themselves. Okay, so it is quite good and a platform for learning, I think. So you can explore more by yourself. Okay, so I'm showing you part of it, half of it. Okay, you can try to search for this World Peace Game example. And that's all, I think. All of the type of social media and based on their categories. So of course there will be more of it coming on the future. Trending based on how does the users and viewer react towards this new platform. So this is what we have in current situation, and most of it is helping us in our jobs as well as personal activities. Okay, before I end this session, I would like to show some example of the interface of this social media. So this is Vimeo. Okay, the Vimeo interface, the power of video at your fingertips. So this is I myself am not familiar with this, but this is the kind of function same with YouTube. Okay, simple tool for you and your team to create, manage, and share high quality video. So I think it's new information for me because I'm not using it. Maybe some of you are familiar with it, but this is part of the type of social media that we have. Okay, so this is the example of RSS feed. RSS feed for content ID discovery. So there's some article showing you the RSS feed, how does it function in the news environment or blogs. Okay, as you can see, it has sorry, I'm showing you the first sentence. Okay, before you get started subscribing to RSS feed, you need a good RSS reader. Okay, it is suggested here Google Reader is good one to turn to, especially if you're already always signed into your Google account for Gmail and Google Plus. Okay, for us, I think Google account, every one of us have Google account, but for a simple use, try to use Google Reader. Okay, so this is the example of the RSS feed that been used. You can actually categorize everything in the same genre or categories. Okay, I like it. Okay, it's been stated here, I like it because you can easily organize your RSS subscription into group by topic, source, and any of other group you choose. So that is some what you can see here. Okay, what is meant by that statement. Okay, and then it also has a great search feature that allows you to search across all of your feed within the specific folder, topic, and so on. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you subscribe to the RSS feed in your browser. At the right of your browser, top of it, so select feed. So every time you subscribe to this RSS feed, this is what you see. Okay, so this is the example of RSS feed. It's being used in the blogs and use page so that they can combine the same topic or for the popular or viral topic. Okay, alright, so I think the example of RSS feed, I think that's all. You can explore by yourself the interface of each of these type of social media. When we stated the type of social media, we categorize them into their function. Okay, try to remember, try to differentiate between its function. Try to familiar the different function that they have. Okay, so that's all for the first session of first part of the chapter 2. We will continue the type of social media in part 2. So see you in the next session. Alright, Assalamualaikum.